Hello and welcome back to the Bayern Munich career mode, and it's me, Dan, back again. And today, what we're going to do today, we're just going to sim a couple games, and then I think we're just going to sim up to where we get the Champions League, because I think around here we get the Champions League, so we get to see who we got in the Champions League and stuff like that. So just before we start, I just want to say thank you guys for all the recent likes and comments recently, and I just want to say thank you to all the new subscribers for subscribing, so thank you guys for that. Right, so a couple comments. One of you guys said about making Lewandowski the captain, so that's what we're going to do. So we're going to make Lewandowski the captain. So Lewandowski, you are now the captain. Save changes to that. One of you guys said about signing Timo Werner. Personally, I don't think we need to sign Timo Werner, just because we don't really need it, because you know, we've got Thiago, we've got Lewandowski as a striker, then we got Jovic, so it doesn't make sense to sign Timo Werner. So we're not going to sign him. A couple of you guys still want me to sign Kante, and I'm gonna have to agree with you. I think our midfield is not very defensive, and let me show you why. Because if you're looking at it, obviously we've got signed De Bruyne, who is a good defensive, centre midfielder. But he's not a defensive centre midfielder. Whereas Thiago, I mean, is defending 66. Tolisso 79 and Goretzka's 80. So we could put Goretzka in the main team. So what I might do is try to see if Chelsea will buy Thiago. If they don't want him, we won't sign Thiago, and then what we'll do is promote either Goretzka or Tolisso into that midfield, and then Tolisso can play in the second team. So that's what I might do. But let's see if they actually want Thiago. So let's see if we can sign Kante. I wasn't going to sign him, but you guys keep saying about it, and it was really annoying me when you guys do that. But and plus he's 28, and he's got good composure, he's got good acceleration. But the only thing is, he's passing's not that good. Well, actually, it's not too bad. It's his finishing's not too bad. Is not good. But we can just tell him to stay back, can't we? So yeah, let's see if we can try and buy him. So let's see. I wasn't going to do this, but with Kante in midfield, he can pretty much sort that midfield out pretty much. So do they want Thiago? They do want Thiago. So there we go. 63 million. Let's see if we can get that down to. Let's just go 60 million, shall we? And then we'll go on to the first game, which is against Hertha Berlin. So right. So there we go. We got Thiago for Kante. Swapping Kante for Thiago. I know a couple of guys will say, why did you do that? But, crucial. We needed a defensive midfielder, and Kante is pretty much the best. So, let's do that. 4 years. He wants a release clause, really? Right. Yeah, that's fine. So, let's accept that. So, there we go. So, we'll put Kante into the midfield now. So he'll be good. So Goretzka will be coming out. So let's do this there and Kante in, and we'll tell him to stay back. Oh no, not Lewandowski. Yeah, we'll tell him to stay back and to stay on the edge of the area, and let's say cover wing. That's fine. So let's save changes to that. Right. So on to the first game then. So Hertha Berlin, Kante makes a debut against Hertha Berlin. Let's see if he'll sort out that midfield. And already Hazard scored, so that's 1-0, so that's a great start. Can we get a second goal from somewhere? That'd be quite interesting if we can get a goal. A goal again. Yes, we can. Lewandowski comes on and scores, so that's 2-0. Jovic came on for Rodriguez. Tolisso's come on for De Bruyne, and Lewandowski makes it 3-0. So great start to the game. Great start to the season. 4-0 now. Lewandowski scores. He's got a hat trick actually. So great start for Lewandowski. He scored a hat trick first thing, so that's good. Right. So on to the next game, where we do have the Hamburg. So I might put the second team in for that. So let's see. Should we put the second team in? I might put the second team in. So match rescheduled. So obviously we will have the Champions League games out now, so we can have a look at that. Match rescheduled again. So we've got 2 match rescheduled. Doesn't make sense. But we've got Hamburg coming up first. So Gedson Fernandes wants to play this game actually. So let's let him play that game. So players leaving on international duty. Match rescheduled and match rescheduled, which is fine. And Gedson Fernandes wants to play. So what we'll do is we put the second team in, and we'll put Fernandes there, Gedson Fernandes as the cam, and we'll just do that for now. Right, so let's sim a game against Hamburg with the second team, and let's see if we can get a victory here. So obviously Hamburg got promoted from last season, and they've started really well. Jero scored, so that's 1-0. Could we see our first loss? Hopefully we don't. Come on. Come on, let's get an equaliser from somewhere. Come on, let's get an equaliser. Are we going to see an equaliser? I don't think we are. Wow, we lost 1-0 to newly promoted Hamburg. Wow, a loss already. A loss already, guys. That is really poor. Wow. So David Alaba says, I'm concerned, boss. Why are you concerned, David Alaba? You've only played 2 games. Oh, dear. So we lost. Yeah, Fernandes, you are absolutely worthless. No, he's not worthless. He's just had a bad game, hasn't he? Wow. Right, so on to the next game. Well, let's just quickly sim past all the transfer deadline, and then we'll go on to the next game, which is against Mainz, if I'm not too mistaken. And we'll have a look at we'll have a look to see who we've got in the Champions League as well. Wow, we spent 703 million. Wow, that is quite a lot. Release clause plays for Alaba. Wow. Who have got? Oh, Juventus. So we're going to have to sign Alaba to a new contract. I didn't even realise he had a what's it? A release clause. So let's do that. So contract negotiation. Did not expect that. So squad role obviously will be important. No. Does he want important or crucial? Oh, we can get him on important. That's good. Well, to be honest, we don't really need Alaba, but, you know, I want to keep him because he's a good player. Yeah, that's fine. And that's fine. Right, so there we go. We've signed Alaba back again. He won't be going to Juventus. So let's keep going. So who we got after this? We've got Mainz, if I'm not too mistaken. So let's keep going. I wish we can just skip past this. Really would be nice. That's 1 hour left. So 250 million on the last day. So that's not too bad. Deadline day has finished. And let's advance to the next game where we do have Mainz, if I'm not too mistaken. Yeah, we've got Mainz, and then we have Shakhtar Donetsk in the first game of the Champions League. So yeah, that's a good one. I think we're just going to sim that game. I think we're just going to sim the rest of the month. I think that's what we're going to do. So let's put the first team in. Yep, so the first team's in. So let's see if we can bounce back from that loss against Hamburg to see if we can beat Mainz. And already we've scored, so that's good. So Rodriguez scored, so that's 1-0. So can we get a second goal from somewhere? Bardi's been red carded, so that's good. So Roberto Firmino scores, so that's 2-0. And looks like we're going to win this game. Kante scores, so there we go. Gets his first goal for the club. And Hernandez comes on. And Firmino scores again, so that's 4-0. And we do finish 4-0. So there we go. We've replied from that loss, and we've won 4-0. Right, guys, I'm back, and we do have Shakhtar, so we just had to skip past the UEFA Champions League intro. So we're going to put in the second team for this one, so let's see if we can get a victory. So I just saw we had Shakhtar, I've got Shakhtar, Arsenal, and one more team in our group. So it looks like our group's a good group to play, hopefully. Bailey scores, so that's 1-0. Great start. Can we get a second goal from somewhere? Or can we get a second goal before half-time? No, we can't. Hudson-Odoi comes on, so there we go. Hudson-Odoi gets his first game, I think. Also, Lewandowski came on. Tyson scored, but then Lewandowski gets the goal, and it looks like he gets the winner. So there we go. We win 2-1, and that is a very good start to the Champions League, so that's great. Who else have we got in the Champions League? So I saw Arsenal, and oh, we got Besiktas. So, oh, look at that. Next episode, we will play that game against Arsenal and Dortmund. Wow, that is a very big, very big. There's quite I wouldn't say it's group of deathy, but you know, very hard games there. Anyway, we've got Union Berlin up next. We will be going in with the first team against Union Berlin. So let's see if we can get a victory against Union Berlin. We definitely need to get our points because obviously we lost that first game. We lost our first game to Hamburg this episode, and Guga scored for them, but then Lewandowski equalises. Thank God for that. So that's 1-1. Can we get an equalize? Can we get a winner from somewhere? Tolisso comes on for Kante. Are we going to get our first draw of the season? No, we don't, because Lewandowski scores, so that's 2-1. I think he must be on the team. I think he must be leading the scoring, Lewandowski, because he's scoring quite a lot of goals for us. So that's a 2-1 victory against Union Berlin, so that's good. So we're now into the top 4, 1 point behind, well, 3 points behind Dortmund, but it's, you know, it's only the beginning of the season, so it doesn't really matter at this point in time. Press conference, let's praise Bayern. So let's get rid of that and let's keep going. So we've got 2 more games left, and then we got the Arsenal game and the Borussia Dortmund game, our first big game of the season. Let's put the first team in against Nuremberg, and let's see if we can get a victory with the second team now. Right, come on, let's get the first goal like we did against Shakhtar. Let's see. So Mings picks up a yellow card. No goals yet. Are we going to finish 0-0? Hazard comes on for Bailey. And Havertz scores, so that's 1-0. Can we get a second goal from somewhere? Oh, that equalises. Stanku equalises. And we do finish 1-1. But, you know, it could have been better. It could have been better. We get our first, I think that's our first draw of the season, but we're only 5 points behind Borussia Dortmund, but we do have a game against them, so we will be playing that game. Right, so on to the last game of the episode, which is against Hoffenheim. We will be putting in the first team against them, so let's put the first team against them, and let's hopefully finish off with a victory against them, hopefully. So Alaba picks up a yellow card, and then Firmino scores, so that's 1-0. Great start. Can we get a second goal before half-time? Would be nice. Come on, let's get a second goal before half-time. Havertz comes on, Jovic comes on. Or are we just going to win 1-0? I think we're just going to win 1-0. Yes, we are going to win 1-0. So there we go. A good 3 points against Hoffenheim. So that's good. And then we do have Arsenal up next. So we will be playing that game next episode, guys. So look forward to that. But we are actually going to end it here for today. So please like, comment and subscribe. And I shall see you guys next time. So right, I'm going. Bye. No guys, thank you for watching my video. Hit me up on Twitch and Twitter, and don't forget to watch the playlist down below, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button.